The next core principle is that ego is the root of all human problems and suffering. And ego is just that sense of you. Ego is the sense that you were born as that human being right there, and that you will die one day. That, your identity with that biological body and mind that you have, and your personal story about the fact that you were born, you went to school, and you had all these problems, and now here you are sitting there as this material creature, that's ego. And from that stem all human problems and suffering, both individual and collective. This is a super powerful principle. This one principle basically explains all of yourself and all of mankind. And there's so much to be said about this, and I have said quite a lot about it throughout many episodes in the past. And basically every episode I talk about touches upon this principle in one form or another. The next principle, which is closely related, is self-deception. Self-deception is the biggest thing you need to be worried about in life. How your own mind lies to you and tricks you and deceives you. The ego mind corrupts everything that it comes in contact with. And even more so than you lie to others and that you deceive others, you deceive yourself. And I have a whole 3-part episode series called Self-Deception, where I list many self-deception mechanisms that I've been studying over the last 5 or 10 years. It's how your own mind tricks you. You need to get very, very, very good at seeing your own self-deceptions. Not so much the self-deceptions of others, but of yourself. Because, you see, if we're trying to get to the truth, if we're trying to really understand reality at a big picture level, that means that we have to contend with the biggest obstacle, which is self-deception. Because self-deception leads to delusion and to falsehood. See, so that's your greatest obstacle, is your own mind. And of course, this connects with the earlier principle of that inner game is the most important thing for solving all of your problems. Because all of your problems basically stem from various kinds of self-deceptions that are running inside of your mind, which you aren't conscious of yet. The next closely related principle is self-bias. You need to recognize and be able to see within yourself your own selfishness and your own self-biases. You need to see how your ego mind, or the self, lowercase s self, distorts everything that it perceives, because the whole purpose of the self is to survive. And therefore, you're always going to be looking and interacting with situations and manipulating situations in such a way that it's going to serve yourself. And therefore, your perceptual system is self-biased, filled with conflicts of interest and double standards.